Hello everyone, welcome back to another video from Holistic and Wellness Medicine. I am Dr. Guerra. Today we're going to talk about peptides and what it does to your body if you do not have the proper nutrition or nutrients in your body. A lot of you want to try peptide either for weightlifting, working out, cardio, weight loss, and a whole bunch of other stuff. The real truth is about the peptide is you got to take caution about things you have in your body and your mission and your goals that you want to accomplish. If you don't concentrate on the nutrition in your body first before you take the peptide, you're going to have one heck of a reaction. You might end up in the hospital, you might end up dehydrated, you might end up with stomach pains, rapid heart rate, high pulse, dehydration, dizziness, and a whole bunch of other stuff. The truth is, it works like this. Kind of picture yourself having a plant in your hand. The plant that goes to your backyard or your front yard, wherever you're going to put that plant, it needs to grow. Now let's talk about that for a second. In order for that plant to grow, you got to put something in it. You got to put water. You got to make sure the soil is good. You got to constantly maintain and take care of it. As that part grows, when it hits the sun hits the UV lights, it's eventually going to start to dehydrate that plant. Okay? Think of that exact same scenario happening inside your body. When you take a peptide without the proper nutrition or nutrients in the body, you're going to dehydrate your body. Okay, so if you're out in the sun, you're working out, you're sitting on your desk and you are not hydrating, you are basically dehydrating the body the same way you are dehydrating the plant. Okay, so you're not feeding the plant. You're not giving it the proper nutrients that it needs. If you're trying to use it for a GLP, for a weight loss program, you have to make sure that you stay hydrated, number one. Proper electrolytes, number two. Proper mineralized or demineralized water, number 3 and 4. And then you got to have the proper nutrition in the body, vitamins, magnesium, zinc, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So to accomplish the mission, I am not telling you to go to your local grocery store and buy a whole bunch of veggies and fruits and stuff like that and go to town and eat them. That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is that there's a bunch of supplements you can buy online. You can buy them from us. You can go to your local stores. There's a whole bunch of places that have them, but you want to make sure that your doctor, if you do have one, can say, look, let's do your labs. Let's look at this. This is what you're deficient on. Let me give you something rather than pharmacy. Go talk to a dietitian or nutritionist or someone that has expertise in the field, or holistic practitioners or functional medicine doctors like myself. And you want to make sure that you have that proper nutrition and the supplements that your body is lacking. So if your body is lacking that kind of nutrition, make sure you take all of that first before you jump on the peptide. Because if you do jump on the peptide immediately without the proper nutrition, you will probably end up in the hospital or probably end up in another kind of situation at home if you don't have the insurance or whatever to go to your local doctor, to your hospital. So let's start with the fundamental basics. How do we conclude this scenario to make sure we're on the right path? Number one, let's focus on hydration. Let's focus on alkaline water, mineralized, demineralized water. If you like Gatorade, that's fine. Something where you can grab a electrolyte substance. Electrolyte water sometimes works. As you're staying with that, that's basically going to hydrate the inner skin cells of the body, the tissue, so on and so on. As the hydration is going on, you want to make sure your diet is meeting the standards in order to take that peptide without a reaction. In other words, if you have a salad that you like, strawberries, bananas, stuff like that, with greens, now we're talking a whole new type of thing to put into the body, because now your carbs are there, your nutrients are there, everything is there. If you do not want a heavy load of food, that is fine. Make sure that you find certain supplements that you can find at your local grocery stores and substitute it for your loss of the salads and so on and so on. There is a whole bunch of GLP-1s that you can take orally rather than injecting the peptide, so you know where you're going to be at. In other words, if you take an oral peptide, it's going to take a little bit longer to accomplish your mission, but you can take an oral peptide to make sure it doesn't hurt you physically. So it's a beginning phase to get your body set to it naturally before you move on to the injection. So now your body's saying, okay, after 30 or 60 days of being on a program that you designate or your doctor might designate or design for you, then you can move on to the injections as you go, if your body allows those injections. And you're going to know, because the oral reaction It's basically going to tell you, hey, my body doesn't like this. I am not suitable for this. That means I'm going to have to change my ways from being off a peptide and going through a natural approach. There is a bunch of drinks you can try. You can try a GLP-1 drink that actually helps quite a bit with weight loss. And there's a whole bunch of other stuff out there that you can try. The goal of this video is to make sure you have the nutrition in the body first before you do take the peptide through injection. No matter where you take it, you want to make sure that the nutrients are in the body. So to keep the numbers down from the hospitals, doctors, EMS rides, or just being at home because you don't have insurance or whatever the case may be, focus on this. Let's focus on hydrating first, creating a plan that works for you. If you have any questions or you want to know more about it, you are more than welcome to go to our website. We have tons of ways to contact us. You can speak to the practitioners or the assistants, and we can send you information based on what you're telling us through our messenger or to our Facebook post or TikTok, whatever the case may be. Send messages back, let us know. We can send you a certain program that might be designed for you based on what information you provide for us. So we're always here to help anybody and everybody. We donate a lot of our time and services. That's how we get things going here. Don't hesitate to ask us or call us. But again, before you do take a peptide, please focus on your nutrition, your heart. People do love you out there, no matter who it is. Someone loves you out there being alive today or up there, and they're watching over you. So bless your heart. If you have any questions, again, message us, call us, or send us a text message or email us, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Until then, stay safe and take care of your health. Have a blessed day.